Hey, it's Jack here. We're back outside of Red Rock Canyon. Today we're going to be checking out Calico Basin. Calico Basin is part of Red Rock Canyon, although there's no fee over here and you don't require a reservation. We're going to go on up the road here. We're going to go check it out. Red Spring at the Calico Basin is located about 30 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip off Highway 159 and Calico Basin Road. Well, a mile after you make the turn on Calico Basin, you're going to come here to Red Spring, pull into the parking lot, find yourself a place to park, take your belongings with you, lock up your car, and get ready to enjoy your day here at Calico Basin. Before driving out here, you're going to want to check out the hours that they're open. They do open at 6 a.m. and depending on the time of the year, depends on when they're closed. Right now, this is being filmed between April 1st and September 30th, so they close at 8 p.m. So before you start your tour, you're going to want to visit the facilities here. And then you'll go ahead and start on your path. If you brought your lunch with you, you can come out here and enjoy your lunch at one of the picnic benches. And if you're planning to use one of the large picnic areas, you want to call that phone number or go to that website. Well, here's the trail map. We've got this trail here, which is called the Calico Overlook Trail. And then we've got the boardwalk. Then up here, we've got the Calico Basin Trail. Do want to make note, it is a day use only. There's no overnight camping allowed. And if your car is parked overnight, you will get subject to a tow and also a citation. What we're going to do here is we're going to do the boardwalk trail. We can see how it goes up this way and wraps around. Check this out. Well, the official term for this boardwalk trail is a Red Spring Desert Oasis. You can see here it's a half-mile round trip. And that's a trail we're going to go on. We're right here. We'll walk around, see what sights there is to see. Trail starts this way. Up the boardwalk we go. Now there's a reason for the boardwalk. Rattlesnake habitat. That means this is where they live and breed and feed and all that good stuff. So you definitely want to stay on the boardwalk. And the boardwalk is elevated, so to get off the boardwalk, you're going to probably hurt yourself. We can see out there why this would be a rattlesnake haven. You've got the oasis out here where it's shaded and all that tall grass. I do see a billboard up here. We'll check this out. This one's early birds and night owls. And these are the birds that are out here. They got the common nighthawk, red-tailed hawk, great horned owl. You got the canyon wren and black-tailed gnatcatcher. More signs telling us about the rattlesnake habitat to stay on the boardwalk. We do see we've come up just a little bit from the picnic area, not much, very easy boardwalk here just to come on up and walk. When we turn the corner, go ahead and continue on up the boardwalk here. Okay, we come up here to the end of the railing, and now we've got boardwalk trail, goes all the way around here. Well, we go one of two ways. We can go to the left or go to the right. I think we'll go ahead and head off to the right here. And we come around here and there is a billboard. And this billboard reads about what's written in the rocks. If you want to read more about this for yourself, go ahead and freeze frame your screen right here, and you can do so. And the geologist can look at these rocks and tell you that the top areas were warm tropical seas about 600 to 250 million years ago. Just below that, we have down there is giant dunes. They say that that's from 180 to 60 million years ago. And then, of course, arid desert from about 10,000 years ago to today. Well, continue to walk on the boardwalk, go up this way, see what else there is to see. Now you can see here the sign still reads rattlesnake habitat, stay on boardwalk. And what do we see out here? We see footprints of people who don't heed the warning. They walk on out there. And we do have the sign here. It reads, this is not a trail. But we come to our next billboard. It says Desert Partners. Shows here we got a plant called desert mistletoe. And we got this bird name. Looks like it's probably pronounced phainopepla on the bird there. I probably butchered that. If I did, let me know in the comments. Those are the birds you're going to see out here possibly amongst the desert mistletoe. And of course, rattlesnakes are out there as well. You see, we've come up closer to the rocks now. See a little more detail of what they look like. We'll continue to walk up the boardwalk here, see what else there is to see. We'll do a walk up. That brings us to our next billboard. This one's titled Footprints at the Spring. Talk about early Native Americans first drawn to Las Vegas Valley more than 6,000 years ago, because there was reliable springs, edible plants, rich soils, and abundant wildlife. We'll continue our journey down this way. As we come up here, I look down, you can see all sorts of animal tracks. I also see some human tracks down there. Walked up here and I could hear nothing but bees flying around, and we can see those bees are pollinating those flowers right there. And as we round the bend over here, we see another information billboard. We'll give it a look-see, see what's going on. This one's called Watercolored Rock. Story Red Springs Aztec Sandstone began 180 million years ago in the vast field of towering red dunes that covered much of southwest United States. Over time, water moved through the dunes, cementing the grains into sandstone. It is hypothesized that climate events over time changed the iron oxide in the sand, giving it different colors. And if you want to read more about that for yourself, go ahead and freeze frame your screen. You can read about the spots, the bumps, and the marbles. I have to say it's an absolute beautiful morning out here at Calico Basin, Red Rock Canyon area. Walking up, I saw these purple flowers right here. Don't have any billboard signs to know what that flower is. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. And right here, we're as close to the rocks as we're going to get on the trail. You can see the detail. I couldn't help but notice the red spots on this big rock right here. Walked up a little bit further thinking there would be a information billboard about the red spots on the rock there, but there's not. This just talks about preservation here for future generations. Just opposite that, we come across what they say Red Spring rock art. Yes, we have petroglyphs back in here. Go ahead and zoom in, we can see those a little bit better. Right there we see the petroglyphs. The information billboard does give an example here of a pictograph. I've been looking around the rocks here. I don't find an example of pictograph. I did see the petroglyphs as I showed you. I'll continue to walk this way. See what else there is to see here on the boardwalk. As we come over here, we got this area here that looks like it could be used for a picnic area or something like that, although there's no table set up. Does give you a great view into this, what they call the meadow here, and that's what this is the meadow. And standing out here, I'll give you a panoramic of just how beautiful this area is. See the meadow in front of us, got those beautiful red rocks in front of us here in the background. See just how green this meadow is. I want to go over the importance of having water with you regardless of the time of year. Right now it's about 68 degrees out here as I walk around. It is late spring, so I do have a water bottle with me. If you're out here when it's hotter, you're going to want to carry more water with you. And remember, you get dehydrated out here in the winter just as you can in the summer. So it's important to drink water while you're walking the trails regardless of the time of year, winter or summer. Well, with that being said, we're going to continue on the trail. We came from the right up this path here that took us out to that flat area in the meadow. We'll go ahead and continue on to the left. Our next destination are these billboards right in front of us here under this clump of trees. Now, right here, this billboard talks about the residents here at Red Spring. We've got gopher snake, got a desert cottontail rabbit there. We've got a ringtail, this little guy up here. We've got a bat. We got ourselves a coyote. And just opposite that billboard, we have some more over here. This billboard over here talks about repairing a home. It does say throughout the years, the Red Rock area was damaged by livestock, wild burros, and large number of recreational visitors that destroyed the vegetation. And we can see here, this was actually a parking lot area back in the 1960s. And if you're wondering how a spring is born, freeze frame your screen right here and you can read all about it. And this billboard here talks about the ash trees and orchids. If you want to read more about that, go ahead and freeze frame your screen. As we look around, we can see plenty of ash trees around us here. Now, this is late spring, so the orchids may have already come and gone with the blooming, because I don't see any orchids out here, at least blooming orchids. We'll go ahead and leave the spring area and we'll walk on this way. Well, we've come up to a fork on the road here. We'll go ahead and head off here to the right. This says stay on the boardwalk. However, they got a fence over here. Looks like a gate. Got an information sign on the other side here. I want to take a look at that. Yeah, they do. Okay, this is the information billboard for this. This happens to a lot of signs out here in the desert where they get sunburnt like this. It looks like someone took a torch to it. Well, it's just the sun toasting these signs out here. They're just made of plastic. We can see we're up here at the top. We do have a trail that I'm standing on right now, which is the Calico Overlook Trail. And we did see that at the beginning where I showed that trail before we got on the boardwalk. So we're gonna get back on the boardwalk, walk on down. We're coming back on the boardwalk from that trail sign there. It's just absolutely stunning beauty out here. And looking out this way, we do see homes out there. Go ahead and zoom in a little closer. We can see those homes out there. They're built right up against Red Rock here, conservation area. So no other homes will be built further this way, but they will be built out that way. And those homes probably go for a lot of money because they're right up here in the mountains, just in a beautiful area. Well, that said, we're going to continue on down the walkway this way. Now we come up a little bit further on the walkway. Clump of trees right here, that's where that oasis was. And then right in front of us here, this is where that platform was that came out into the meadows. And from this angle, we can see the red rock a little bit clearer than up close, although we don't see as much detail. Still a stunning view out here. Our path leads us straight in front of us. Let's continue to walk. As we come around the corner here on the boardwalk, I wanted to point out this is the first set of benches I've seen on the boardwalk. We're getting near the end here. They are right here. Give you a nice sit down where you can take a view of the red rock in front of us in the meadow. We got these right here that are out in the sun. Do have a stunning view right here of the meadow and the red rocks right behind it. However, I did note that there is another bench up here that's in the shade. So if you're out here in the summertime where it's a little bit warmer than it is today, come to these benches right here, sit down, take a load off, and enjoy the view. And when you sit down underneath the tree here on these benches, this is going to be your view. Good time to take a load off, get some water, what have you, and get your camera out and just capture these stunning views. And to know if you're walking the path the way I did, there's another set of benches right over here that are not in the shade, they're out in the sun. We finished our loop here. We're back to where we began as far as the top part of the boardwalk. I'm going to go ahead and walk down this way. There's a few other things to check out when we get to the bottom. We've made it back down to the bottom here. I wanted to point out there's another trail you can take called the Calico Basin Trail. This trail is 1.5 miles up and back, so 0.75 miles out. And if you're doing the kilometer thing, that's 1.2 kilometers. We do see the map right here. We are here. Go straight out, come straight back. This is supposedly an easy trail, but that will be a story for a different day. Here's another entrance to the Calico Basin Trail. We can see from the billboard here, there are 2 entrances to it. And we're at the "You Are Here" area, obviously. And it goes out, same path I just showed. Sign over here reminds us to pick it up, pack it out. So bring it with you, take it out with you. I did notice something really cool up here. Want to check it out closer. Looks like these are late bloom. They're starting to fall off the plant a little bit, but these beautiful purple flowers right here. This gives us another view of the red rocks here, and also a panoramic of the parking lot. I was talking to a park ranger off camera. They said it's best to get out here early if you're wanting to hike the trails, take your time, what have you, or do multiple trails in a day, because this parking lot does fill up. Well, I hope you enjoyed this walk around tour of Calico Basin, specifically here at Red Spring. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.